Hi, well, firstly, it's so good to see you back because I last interviewed you when you released Vintage Modern, which feels like a lifetime ago now, and you've had a bit of a break since from releasing music. So what have you been up to?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Like the last 8 years has been pretty hectic for me. Like a lot of ups and downs, mainly downs for me in that time. I had to go to rehab about 5 years ago. I've been struggling with addiction for most of my adult life, and 5 years ago got to the point where it was like, if I don't do something about this, then I'm gonna die. So I went in there for 4 months, and the last 5 years has been a process of just trying to sort my life out, get myself together, get healthy, and finally start being responsible for myself and not falling back into the old habits.
Definitely. And mental health recovery isn't something that just happens overnight. So how did you know when you were ready to come back?
I thought that once I went to rehab and got out, I would hit the ground running and I'd be back. Like I thought that's all it would take, but it was kind of a rude awakening. I got out and I was still in such a dark place that it took me about 2 years to get out of that darkness and start feeling good again. But a lot of it came down to my health. Like I was very overweight. I was 120 kilograms. So I spent, years sorting my diet out and getting exercise. And I think when you look after your physical health, your mental health goes hand in hand with that.
Absolutely. I just find it all so inspiring because so many people in your shoes could have just given up. But the fact that you're here sharing your story, coming back to music, which is something that you love, it's just incredible. And it is so good to see you back. And the new music is great. So Save My Soul, I love it. And one of my favorite lyrics is they know me when I fall, but I get back up. So like what inspires you to keep getting back up and why is that the perfect preview of what's to come from the album?
Thank you for saying that. I think it's, I've always wanted to be a good role model for everyone, not just young men, but everyone, I guess. And I kind of was thrust into the spotlight and was pushed as this young role model from an early age. And I think I really failed, to be honest. I think I've definitely failed at being a good role model. I know for a fact that I've inspired heaps of people to start using drugs, which was never my intention. So to do that was really difficult to reflect on. That I'd had. I know that I've had a positive influence on people as well, but the fact that I had such a negative influence on people made me want to really come back and not finish on that note, not to fall in a heap and then just leave it there. If anything, I'd want to come back, give people something positive to look up to, and then go out, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And you've described the new album as a bit of a blend of your older sounds as well as like a refined edge. So can you tell me more about that and what we can expect from the upcoming album?
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a blend of everything. I feel like if you listen to my discography, it feels like the natural evolution of where I should be going or where I should have gone. But I feel like if you listen to my old music, it might be just me because I'm hypercritical of myself, but I can hear the flaws in my rapping. Like I can hear where I'm still trying to find the flow. I'm still trying to project my voice properly and stuff like that. And with this album, I feel like this is finally in a position where I actually really like the music and it doesn't sound, I feel like I'm an established artist now, not someone who's still trying to work out how to rap, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. And I'm really excited to see that you're going back on tour as well. So what are you most looking forward to and what do you have in store?
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm so looking forward to doing these new songs. I'm looking forward to seeing how they go down with people. We previewed a couple of the songs on our last regional tour, and they went down really well. So I imagine they're going to go down even better now that people know them. Also, just getting on tour with Pez again, like we've both had similar trajectories in our life where we've had our issues that we've gone through, and to now come back full circle and we've connected as friends like deeper than we ever have before, and we've both gone through so much physical, mental, and spiritual growth in that time that it's like it feels like we're in a place where we should have been all along.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to touch on as well, because I love that you guys have had such a long-term friendship and collaboration. Because sometimes in the music industry, you see like a lot of fallouts or people pitting against each other to get to where they want to go. So, what do you think's worked between you and Pez to maintain that?
Something about our friendship has there's never been any ego there. And it's interesting you say that because I've known a lot of people in this, especially in the rap world, the Aussie rap world, where you become friends with someone, but then because of the music side of things, it's like it becomes a competition and there's a lot of ego involved in that. And the beautiful thing about our friendship is that we've never had that. We've never tried to compete with one another at all. If anything, all we've wanted to do is try and help one another be better in all aspects of our life. So we haven't actually butted heads in that regard because I think it would have gotten really ugly if we had have. So yeah, our friendship is just a very pure one. It's like we have a brotherhood for sure.
It's just good to see you guys supporting each other so much because, as I said before, like you see a lot of people just throwing people under the bus to get to where they want. But the fact that you both have your own struggles and you're coming together and he's going on tour with you, I'm just so excited to see that.
Yeah, and you know, he's such a good person. Like he's you should see how much he's grown. Like he's gone through a beautiful life and he's got these two beautiful kids and he's such a good dad now. So it's like, yeah, I'm very proud of the man that he's become. And I think we both are really good for one another in that regard. We inspire one another to be better.
Yeah, and you mentioned that with this tour, you're going to be sharing a lot of your story, and obviously a lot of that comes down to like the music, the rapping. But with your stage presence, what's another way that you really like getting your story across?
Hmm. I really like connecting with the crowd. Like performing the songs is one thing, but trying to reach them on a level between the music is something that is also an art. I don't think people understand that it's like the way you converse with the crowd between songs is also really important. So I'm looking forward to doing that and still trying to figure out exactly how to do that. But yeah, I'm keen for that.
And speaking of connecting with people, I just want to touch base because I can't believe that Kids Spot rejected that verse. Like I watched that and it's so good. And then I saw the caption that it was rejected, and I just can't believe that.
That's funny because that was yeah, that I think we just took it a little bit far with the bars that, you know, that when you it's never going to be accepted by children. It
Yeah,
was
given you an
it was
opportunity to
quite brutal.
rewrite it. Like, is there an opportunity to rewrite it so it can be more appropriate for children, or was that just it?
I think that's done.
I mean, they should know who they're reaching out to, like if they listen to your music, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And lastly, I just wanted to touch base as well on your Forthright podcast. So that's coming up. Can you tell me more about that and what we can expect from it?
Yeah, so we've started a podcast. We always wanted to do one. Whenever we catch up, right? Like if Pez comes over here, we'll be sitting on these couches and we'll be talking for hours, and the conversation goes in these really interesting places. It gets really, really deep, and then it gets super funny and just hilarious. And we've always said, imagine if we could record these conversations. So we just started doing that. And at first, we tried to do it ourselves, like using our own equipment, and realized how difficult it was. So then we started working with a friend who's got a studio and helping us with all the production of it. And it's looking amazing. Like the quality of it is really, really well done. Got about 5 episodes, and we're tackling all aspects of life. Like we're going to be talking about Pez and my history together, where our music went, what our life's been like since, what his life's been like being a father, and also like our spiritual journey as well.
Amazing. And where can people listen? Is that on Spotify, social media? Where do people go?
So that'll be everywhere. It'll be like Spotify. We'll put it up on YouTube. We'll drop reels on Instagram and stuff like that. It'll probably be on Apple Music as well. But that'll be coming out in May.
Amazing. And that's pretty much all my questions. Was there anything that you wanted to share or add about the album, the tour, anything else that you're working on?
Um, hmm. I'm just looking forward to getting out there and like seeing everyone, you know. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm going to be coming out into the crowd after each set. I'll be meeting everyone and, chopping it up. So that'll be fun.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. And keen to catch you at a show. And again, welcome back to releasing.
Thanks so much, Brooke.
No worries at all. Catch you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.